Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day today. Today I've got a box at the studio, which we're going to open up and see what we got here. This is the second chance that I'm giving to the Volgoa brand of guitars. If you saw my first video, link in the description. I didn't have a great experience with the Volgoa guitar that I bought. I basically said it sucked. And the reason why I said that is because even though it had some promising features and very cool aesthetic design to it, it just had a lot of issues, going from not working electronics to a super thick, chunky neck to a bunch of other quality control issues. And I ended up sending it back. So somehow they sold out and they haven't been available for some time. And I was able to get my hands on one. And they have some new models, and I went with the one that was most appealing to me. Also happened to be the most expensive one of them. And we're going to go ahead and open this up and see what we got here. So, trusty knife. Always be careful with that. Let's open this up, see what we got. And yeah, I don't know why I'm giving them another chance. I'm going to be honest. My first experience wasn't super positive with them, like I said. And the truth of the matter is there probably hasn't been enough time for them to correct some of the issues that I pointed out. But we'll find out if things have improved or if it's still kind of stale or similar to what I experienced last time. So, let's see. Almost have that here. Ready to go. Yeah, I think that should be good. We'll find out in a second. I won't be doing much playing in this video. Just want to be forward about that because it's late at night. And so I just kind of wanted to share this with you guys. All right. So, make sure you're all seeing that with me. We've got a guitar. Let's take this out. And we have a guitar and nothing else. All right. So we got the guitar on the back. Let's see what we got here at the top. Looks like a cable. And tools. Yeah. Cable and some tools. And then you guys are going to see this before I see it. But let's unwrap this thing right here. There's your headstock. You can see we've got the fretboard, which I believe is rosewood. I should have probably looked at these specs before I went ahead and started recording, but it doesn't matter now. We are going to find out this information. I'll put on the screen. I haven't seen it yet. I'm just looking at the back. Oh, look at that. It's quite nice, isn't it? All right. It's got kind of a little, kind of some large rough spots there, but that's kind of what you get with a poplar burl top, which is what this is. And we've got a silica pack. All right. So I forget what this model is called, so I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, we've got a poplar burl top, which is a veneer. And it's got kind of a natural exposed spining there, which is really cool. The route work on it looks a little cleaner than the last one that I had. And so we've got kind of scratchy pots there. One volume, one tone. A switch for the pickup split. And a 3-way switch. This one is 22 frets. Those are medium jumbo as well. And then this is that same HPL material. You can see how crazy that gloss shine reflection is. So we got an HPL fretboard again, which I kind of liked. We've got the truss rod adjustment at the bottom of the neck. Yeah, string through the sign. Some locking tuners, which we didn't have last time. A serial number, it says designed in USA, crafted in China, series number, blah, 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 blah. All right. Oh, and the here's a little cool thing. So it's got a string tree, but the string tree has 2 brass ends. So look at that. It's very lightweight, ridiculously lightweight. This is probably, I'll weigh it and I'll put it on a scale, put it on the screen for you guys, but I would be shocked if this is anywhere near 7 pounds. I want to say it's like 6.5 if even that. Let's see if it's in tune. Definitely not. But let's see if we can check it for any fret buzz. Oh wow, completely. right, so as I am tuning the guitar, and I'll probably edit some of this stuff out, fast forward it, but as I'm tuning it, first string seems to be pinching on something. Not quite sure what, but we'll find out. All right, let's check the frets. Still out of tune, so don't mind that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's no dead notes that I could find. I will say the action is quite high. This looks to be at about 2.5 millimeters, maybe 3. The finishing work is certainly more clean than that. I'm gonna get this properly set up, and then I'll throw some simple tone samples, just something clean, something distorted. We'll make it quick, and then I'll provide a lot of close-ups and just give you kind of my final first impressions of this guitar, if you will. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we've taken a look at what the guitar sounds like, just a brief, clean and distorted demo really quickly. I haven't properly set this guitar up. I tweaked it a little bit, but I realized there's a couple of high frets that I got to work on, and so I wasn't going to do that for our first impression video. It was still playable. It's just, some of those notes don't quite ring out like the way you want them to, and the action's not as quite as low as I would like it to be. So let's go over my overall impressions here. And first things first, when I looked at the last model from Volgoa, I basically said the guitar sucks. And whether I think that's the same for this one or not, I would tell you the answer is probably not. There are some things about it that suck, but I won't say that it's as bad as that guitar for sure. It's definitely an improvement. There's a couple of things. I want to start with a positive, but there's a couple of things that I liked that they changed in this model compared to the one that I had. The first one is the neck. Just a normal thickness neck. I think this is a C shape. I haven't really measured it or anything, but it kind of feels like a standard C shape, and it's a much more comfortable feeling neck than what I had on the other one that was kind of like a Cert copy. One other thing that's kind of a bonus, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is a little bit of flame going on there. I don't think that's a design thing. It's just one of those things where, tiny little miracle. The Poplar Burled isn't quite as nice as the one on the Eart Explorer guitar, but it is still nice. There's this weird mark here that looks like someone put a cigarette burnt to it or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's just, you really can't fight that, because these kind of finishes, you're going to get what you're going to get. They're all going to be unique and different, and that's part of the appeal too. So definitely nice. I like the binding, although it is a little rough on some of the edges. The fretwork is an improvement. So the last guitar that I had from them, many of the frets were sticking out. I'm happy to report that none of the frets stick out here, so that's a positive. There are some tall frets, like I mentioned. I believe there were 4. I don't remember right now. I had to take a quick little break before I did this. The tuners are an improvement from the last model that I had. The HPL fretboard just feels kind of cheap and almost gimmicky to me. I understand there's a lot of companies that are using it. I understand the reason why they're using it, but this guitar in price is twice as much as the one that I had got it last time. So the one that I got last time, well, it retailed for 200. I got it for 150. This one sells for 300, and they had a 10% off, so 278. It's quite a bit of a increase in price. Still a very affordable guitar, so it's hard to get nitpicky about it. But going on to things that I like the string tree with the brass indents there, so that's nice. The tuners are an improvement. The neck is an improvement that it's not as thick. The fretwork is an improvement. The pickups don't have a lot of sustain, but they do have like a nice growl to them. It's kind of hard to describe. It's like almost good pickups, if that makes any sense. Really, all I'm missing is sustain there. The electronics is a little weird. So typically, when you get a switch like this for your coil split or coil tap, you would have a standard three-way switch, which this does, and then this would just be two ways, right? One is split, and the other one's just full on. So this basically splits the pickups in the direction that you have your pickup selector. So if you want to split the bridge humbucker, you got to have both switches on the downward position, right? And if you want to split the neck humbucker, you got to have them both on the neck position. And so for you to get like the full sound when you're switching between pickups, you just have to have it in the middle. So it's kind of weird and kind of tricky. I think it would just been smarter to just do the two-way switch for that. But the knobs are a little scratchy. That's just kind of a design thing. There are some minor finish flaws around the veneer top. There's kind of like a thin line crack under the fretboard. It's not where the fretboard meets the neck, about a quarter inch or half a, maybe a third of an inch under that. So I'll put close-ups of that. The nutwork is all right. It's perfectly fine. It's not super terrible. And the saddles are fine. They're kind of like the stainless steel saddles, which are nice. The back is a two-piece body. Half of it is flamed, and then the other half of it is kind of like an open pore. So that's interesting. Overall, this is definitely an improvement from the guitar that I checked out last time. It doesn't excite me to the point where I would want to buy one of these, for the long run, because this is, $300, and you can still get some of the Eart and Musi guitars, and I still think those are just better built. Your quality control is better, and overall their necks are still a little better. They just feel nicer, and overall I think they're a better guitar, just in every sense of the word. I do like the locking tuners though. I do like the string tree there, so that's a nice touch, and I liked some of the improvements they made. The joint is quite comfortable too. It's kind of Ibanez-y, if you will, right? It's not too thick, easy to grab a hold of the guitar like so. So yeah, definitely an improvement. Definitely a guitar that's worth its money. Don't get me wrong here. It's just when I know there's two more brands that I like that do similarly priced guitars, I would just rather invest my money in those because I've already had great experiences with them. Whether with this one of my experiences was really bad, and then this one's all right. Just perfectly fine for the money. But yeah, that's it for the video. I've rambled on long enough. I hope it's been helpful or educational in any way. This is the Volgoa whatever. I'll put it on the screen because I never checked out the model number. And I appreciate you guys being here. If you do appreciate this kind of content, please consider subscribing. Leave me a like, comment, all that stuff helps the YouTube algorithm gods get this channel out there so that I can motivate myself to continue making videos. So I appreciate you guys being here. You all have a great rest of your day and take care.